Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Hot Wet Soup.
Yeah.
Everyone's fit. Anyway, we have...
What the fuck was that?
What?
You were going to say everyone's favorite soup, and that's totally okay. Like, that would have been totally fun.
Yeah,
People would have been like, okay with that.
Nobody likes cold soup. Nobody likes it dry. It's hot and wet. We have a Mr. Bunty King here today with two faggots that
The commentary.
do not care about.
The commentary community's favorite Indian.
Yes.
And
And basically today we're going to be talking about, for the second time, because we lost audio from someone, not going to name anybody. But
he's brown. We'll just say he's brown.
He's an Indian guy. But we were talking about Bunty's whole Twitter bullshit that has been happening lately, and a bunch of other stuff. But let's go ahead and what did we talk about at the beginning?
So essentially, for people who don't really know what's happening, I made a Twitter video on a Thursday evening, and I sent it to Tariq Nasheed, Talib Kweli, and Sean King. And I pretty much just called them out for being race baiters. I called them out for being disingenuous, for kind of like fueling this fire and just furthering this divide while everybody else is trying to bring people together. And
are you just talking? Are you talking like in a general sense, or did they tweet something in particular that you saw that you responded to?
It was in a general sense, more so towards because I mean I don't really talk about Talib and Sean King that much. I mean, Sean King tweeted something out that day that was really annoying. Like, he was talking about how he was like, he's like, well, I suggest we ban white men because these shootings wouldn't happen and stuff like that. I'm like, I'm like, you're being a racist, you idiot, shut up. Mm-hmm. And then, but that was that, But then, for me, it was more like when Tariq like tweeted out a portion of like the this cover. I'm not sure what the magazine was, but it was like a cover, and he cut out the black people on it just to say that there was only white people like that are like, because he's a Bill Cosby rape denier.
God.
Yes, he is.
So he's just pretty much saying that it's like some white supremacist like plot, even though I don't understand why nobody gave a fuck about Bill Cosby. Like, when Bill Cosby was like when Bill Cosby got accused of all those rapes, like, I was just like, who gives a fuck about this guy? And where was he? I didn't even know where the fuck he was. He's just some old dying dude that like I don't give a fuck about, like he's clearly not a white supremacist target, you idiot Tariq. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? So of course, Philly D comes in. He's like, why'd you cut out a portion of that cover? Why didn't you show the black women on that cover? You clearly have a race baiting agenda.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then this guy comes in and calls Tariq, calls Philly D a white supremacist or something like that,
right?
And I'm just like, what the fuck?
So the guy's building racism out of nothing, basically.
That's it. He's taking this situation, which is Bill Cosby raping all these chicks. He's taking that and spinning it into, oh, the fucking white man is out to get Bill Cosby because he's a black comedian, so they have all these white chicks coming forward falsely to claim rape when it's...
See, that's the thing that pisses
insane.
me off about the whole race thing is people always end up using that as an excuse.
They create racism out of thin air all the time.
It's like, just cut out the color. Like, you don't have to say it's happening because of this. Yeah. Like, just cut out the color. And it'd still happen.
Like, there's this idea that people are like really upset about you not being able to see color, because they're like, you should see color because you're denying my experience as a person. You're denying my experience. Yeah, you're denying you're denying my suffering, or denying like the pain that I've lived to get to this point.
It's impossible to please people.
The prime goal should be that we don't see in color. That we just see everyone as like the same, the equals, it's the same person.
Equals.
No, it's gonna get there eventually. There eventually. But I mean, like,
I don't know, dude.
But I mean, like,
well,
I don't know.
There will always be like that minority of people who are pieces of shit. I feel like that'll happen regardless.
Like, peace and harmony will never exist on a full scale.
Oh yeah. There'll never be world peace, but at least it'll fade. I feel like racism will fade and become like in the smallest.
Well, we're only in the last 100 years, the amount we've mixed, racially in this country and just all over the world with, technology, and it's getting easier to get places. It's like it's only going to become more and more. We're just going to eventually be mutts. You know what I mean? In a couple thousand years.
That's something I find pretty insane. I made a video on someone with pretty similar views to these guys. I'm not sure. Maybe he's a little bit more radical, or maybe not. I don't know. But his name is Ghazi Kodzo, and he had a really insane view on white people. Apparently, there's this research done on this ridiculous book that he read. A research in air quotes here. It's said that all white people, like, they don't have the connection in their brain to feel empathy for other people. All white people, and he said that when people when a white person sees someone do something, he can't make that connection with them, like oh, I've experienced that before, because they're white.
That's so fucked up.
And he said that there might be a connection between that and, what happened with slavery hundreds of years ago.
Okay, like some sort of evolutionary development.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, dude. What a loser.
I know, that's just it, man. Like, and the crazy thing is like I was pretty much just like snuffed. Like, so the thing is that I tweeted at him, and then he like quote tweeted me, called me an alt writer, or like he said I'm alt right wannabe.
You're talking about Talib or what's his name, right? You're talking
Tariq
about
Nasheed. Tariq
Nasheed. God.
Yeah. And so he did all that shit, and he was just being fucking like retarded.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm laughing at him. And by the way, like, I had just come off of like a fucking, I just come off of a 7-day like lockout. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna really tone down the insults. I'm not gonna really swear at anyone. I'm just gonna like be very,
I remember
like,
you sending us
jest.
a message too, saying, "Oh, I'm done like hating on people now. I'm gonna take a break, like using words like faggot and stuff."
Yeah,
and then,
no.
And then a couple days later, you're like,
yeah, but Tariq's so ridiculous. It's impossible to not try and call him out. I feel like, which I don't blame Bunty for wanting to do it.
No, it was just like, for me, it was like really irritating, because like I've had a hard life. I haven't had an easy go at life, Like,
right.
I haven't had the hardest life. Like, I'm sure there's people who are living in the States right now, like black people, that are just having a way harder time than I am, or in other parts of the world where like they can't get food or water as easily. Like, I totally get that, but just in my own experience, I didn't have an easy go. Like, there's like people around me who I known all my life that have had a much easier time. They've had plenty of support from their family. They've had plenty of they got gifts every Christmas, gifts on their birthday, gifts any fucking time they wanted, and they just chilled, and of course they were white, and I had to grow up in I grew up in a hostile environment in school, because like people would see me. I was a scrawny brown kid, scrawny brownie. And I got picked on, right?
Yeah.
And it was like it was fueled by racism. The 90s were a racist time, man. Like, there was fucked up things. Like, there was a guy that lived on the corner of my street, and I remember he looked at my mom at one point, and he says, he's like I'm gonna beat your kid into the ground. He's gonna be no different than a fucking black kid. Like, that's what he said. Something like crazy like that. He just
What
like
the
it,
fuck?
it was something crazy like that. I don't know what he said, but it was something about like rubbing me into the pavement so that I was like gonna be black, because pavement's fucking black.
Right.
The hell?
Yeah. It was like weird shit. Like, that's what I grew up with, right? So I hear that, and it affected me as a kid, and obviously it took me a long time to get over my upbringing, a long fucking time, and it took me, I would say, like up till about like the age of 26 for me to get over this idea that like that I wasn't good enough based on my skin color. Eventually when I got over it, I realized that it was me that was perpetuating that, because I had friends after the age of 17. Like, after the age of 17, I met Ginger Heat. You guys know Ginger Heat. And we just like became friends, and like my friendship circle grew. But even then, I still felt like I was undesirable. I was like, oh well, all the girls want white guys. They don't want a brown guy. Like, they don't want any of that. I wasn't really attracted to
that
brown
is
girls
bullshit.
Well, that's just it.
That is bullshit.
So that's just it. It's total bullshit, because but I was telling myself that, and of course by telling myself that, I was limiting myself, and I wasn't really going for the opportunities that I was going for. So I take this experience and I want to bring it to people, and I want to tell them, like, listen, you don't have to tell yourself that you're a fucking victim. Stop telling yourself that you're a victim. And then there's people like Tariq Nasheed who are straight up just constantly telling people that they're victims. And when you're being told by someone who's an influencer, someone who's got a lot of pull, and is telling you that you're a victim, like, what's going to happen to you? Like, you're going to be this person that's going to just constantly go through life thinking that you won't be able to achieve anything. So I hate that. I hate that view, and I object to it.
just impressionable people. Like they find an influencer that has a lot of followers, and they're kind of like watching what he does, and they kind of can adopt this identity of just being a victim, right? Because that's all he's about online, is like how, just taking every situation, making it about race, making it about white supremacy, calling everyone a white supremacist when they're not. And it's, people see that and they're like, oh, well, this guy has a lot of followers and he's doing pretty well for himself. Young, impressionable kids, maybe from the black community, whatever, and they start to adopt some of those same ideologies, and they're just fucking backwards, in my opinion.
See, it pisses me off because it's gotten to the point where people point fingers at people who aren't, racist, and they say that they're racist, and it makes people not actually like some people, it makes them think, okay, there's not even a problem at all. There's not even a problem at all, and people are just crazy. So people don't even focus on the people who are actually racist. Right. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, right. like they only focus on what this guy's a white supremacist because of something that I think he did, and he really isn't, but I think it, and everybody's going to attack him. But there's actually some kid getting beaten up because he's a different color, but no one says a word about it. Like, it's bullshit.
I mean, racism, it exists on both sides, Like, there's white people who are racist, black people who are racist. It's just
exactly.
like, it's just...
well, on that note, though, like, and this is, I'm pleased Tariq Nasheed is along these lines, what the whole notion that that black people can't be racist, or that only white people can be racist.
You do see that a lot.
I see that all the time on Twitter, and it drives me fucking mental.
It pisses me off.
Do you ever, because it's like... Now, I have a question. Like, do you guys ever see... I mean, I don't personally see a lot of like white supremacist people on Twitter or YouTube. Maybe I'm just not looking for them or what, but maybe that's the problem in general. But I haven't seen like a white person who is racist say white people can't be racist. Like I've only seen that from the black side, where they say black people can't be racist because they've been oppressed. Maybe because white people don't feel like they've been oppressed, they just feel like they're superior, the racist ones. I don't know.
They feel like they're being oppressed now. I can tell you that much. There's a lot of people that feel like they're being oppressed now, for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And it's an observable thing. Like you can tell that they're being oppressed. Like it's like it's oppressed in ideologies, oppressed in everything. Like there's so many things that are going on. And for once again, like I see I see the situation now, and I look at my past, and I'm thinking that's what happened to me is what's happening to them right now. Like because white people don't really have the power in media right now. Like they don't. Like it's really, the power is being really pushed to like people of color. Like that's who, like if you're a person of color, your voice is, which is crazy. Now, so just to wrap the whole thing, we're gonna get to that again. But so I ended up getting suspended for the people because I don't think I told anyone. Did I tell you guys that I got suspended?
I don't know. Maybe on the recording we lost, possibly.
It's possible, yeah. So I ended up getting suspended the day after because I was just tweeting at him, and I was literally just trolling him at that point because I was laughing at him. I was like every time he tweeted at me, he was like, who's your audience? You got no audience. I'm like, you're fucking nothing. I was like, you're a loser. Like,
way
I'm
more
destroying
engagement
you.
than he does, dude. Yeah. You have way more engagement than he does.
What'd you say, Leon?
Oh my god, it's ridiculous. I don't understand. The guy's got like 200,000, almost 200,000 followers. Yeah. And I was destroying him. Yeah. And so I was like, just at that point, I was just pure troll mode because I'm like, this guy's lost. Like, it doesn't matter. So I recorded a video of me yelling his name into the camera. I was just like, Tariq, Tariq, Tariq. Yeah. And then I'm Alex coming in with the memes, like, just like everyone's like memeing. And I was drunk, so I'm like telling Leon I want to suck his dick, and I'm like calling him like, yo, Leon, let me suck your dick, nigga. I was like, you're really stupid. And then I sent one video to him, and it was like I was super drunk. I was at a can of beer. I was just standing outside the party. I'm like, yo, Tariq, yo, what up, man? I'm just at this party. It's a very multicultural party. It's got plenty of black folk, plenty of brown folk, plenty of white folk, plenty of Chinese folk, got plenty of folks all around. Like, it's a great time, man. And I asked him as to like how much his rings are worth on his hand, and if I were to sell them, if I were to be able to buy a house, like that's what I was like asking. And then next thing you know, I'm suspended. I was
for
like,
that doesn't even.
Wow.
Yeah,
man.
I have
offensive, dude.
That,
like what?
But there's one thing that I do suspect maybe got me suspended is when I'm Alex like tweeted out the images of me saying, hey, Leon, let me suck your dick, nigger. I said, oh, suck your dick, nigger. I straight up called you a nigger.
Oh, so the N-bomb.
and I retweeted that. So I'm not sure if that got me, but I don't think that is the case because it wouldn't report. Like, yeah, it wouldn't. No, it couldn't have gotten me because that's I'm Alex's tweet. Like,
it didn't show you the tweet that like.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. When you get suspended, it doesn't show you the fucking tweet, man.
It doesn't. Tell you,
I guess
says,
for me, when I
off.
got suspended, it was like I had 3 counts. You know, like I had warnings. They would show me the tweet that I had to delete, and then I deleted it, and then it happened again.
I feel like that used to happen because that happened to me once. But I think I don't know. I feel like now they just skip straight to fucking suspending you.
Well,
because my profile was suspended, dude. My whole profile was suspended. But at the end of the day, you know what it is, man? This suspension was a fucking blessing. It was amazing. It fucking lit a fire. Like there was like people were like, "What the fuck?" And this is where brown privilege comes into play. Like nobody would have given a shit if I was a white guy. But it's because I'm a brown guy that like has a Sikh background. Immediately, articles being posted. Sikh YouTuber, popular Sikh.
It kind of blew up. Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. It was crazy. It was crazy. Like there's so many people that like just retweeted the shit out of that, man. Like big people, like verified people that are like, Jack, what the fuck are you doing? Like, and like there, you know, a lot of people now know about Tariq Nasheed and how much of a fucking dirty rat he is.
Wait, what did Jack do?
Yeah, I want to keep driving that point home to people and get. I don't know. It's like, what do you do? You don't want to say I want to silence him. I don't want to take him down, but I just want people to know how much of a scumbag he is. Really,
he's shooting shit up your ass. Like it's
no,
just
he needs to. He needs
stuff.
to be. This guy was just doing a live stream. Actually, he was just doing a live stream.
I wanted to. Sorry, go ahead.
No. This guy was just doing a live stream.
Yeah, just earlier tonight.
And he was talking about bed wenches and zaddies.
What?
Yeah, bed wenches. A bed wench, according to him, is a black woman that sleeps with white men.
What the fuck?
What?
Yeah, so he calls them bed wenches. You know, of course, he uses the word coons. He uses the words like he calls
and he's calling
sunken
people
place
out
Negroes.
For being, oh my god!
I hate when people. I hate when they use the word coon. It's like, oh, you're lower than us because you interact with white people. So
and he not
stupid.
only hates white people and thinks everyone's a white supremacist, but he also hates black people that even associate or are friendly with white people. It seems like, for the most part.
It totally is. He's making fun of this one black guy that like is dating a Vietnamese person. Like, come on, you fucking moron! Like, what is wrong with this person?
But black people can't be
going
racist,
on?
right? Yeah, it's just
straight
insane.
up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask. Well, there was a tweet about something about him with an anti-gay website or something like that.
Yeah.
What was that?
I don't know what it's called, like moist.com or something like that.
Yeah.
Anti-moist.
Anti-moist.
So is that
what
legit?
A loser.
Little
like,
background.
The guy's really trying to make something happen, huh? Like moist. Like you think that's gonna fucking bang you, loser? Moist? Who gives a fuck, dude?
Well, a little bit of his background. He used to be
that?
like a pickup artist. He's written ebooks on how to get girls and how to have, no strings attached relationships, and he's like he used to be like a dating
straight up
one of those fucking clown dating coaches online, and like wrote these books with like these generic terrible pictures on the front, and I didn't have the heart to actually dig deeper and read those things, but then he was on this website where he was repping this merch called Anti-Moist, which was about, it was some anti some
like just the name
anti-gay,
itself.
like, yeah, I don't even know what it was about.
It's a mouthful, and it's just
it's like all signs point to him just being the biggest loser like you've ever met in your life, and he just does all of this bullshit to compensate for feeling so sad and shitty inside, I think. And
Bunty, this article that was written on you, did you mention what they said in the article?
Mention what who said?
Wasn't it slandering you?
Any article?
We didn't.
No, the article was written first.
No, yeah.
So this article was written first, like the Heat Street article was written first, and then Milo picked it up, which is really fucking crazy.
Milo picked up that article?
Yeah, Milo Yiannopoulos fucking picked that up. I should actually tweet that out. That's really jokes. But then before that, it was his like Tariq has this website called Melanoid Nation or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
and he just like writes some bullshit smear pieces on there. So he wrote that shit afterwards. So it was the Heat Street article first, then what he wrote afterwards. But then
I see.
Yeah. But I'm like trying to be in touch. I'm trying to get in touch with more media because like it's really fucked up. Because in a lot of ways, I really do feel like I was silenced because people were starting to pay attention and they were like on a roll. Like they were like, "Fuck, this guy's right." Like, and there was people from like that like I got new followers from people who were following him that were like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" Like they were just following him because they were like, the followers that follow people that are just like following just to see what the fuck they're saying.
Oh
like,
yeah,
they were there. And then when when he quote tweeted me and then they saw, they're like, "Holy shit, who is this person?" Like, and I was like, I was about to make a move, and of course I'm still gonna make that move because once I got suspended, they immediately knew that it was because of him, and now they're on their account. Like this account's almost at 10K followers now. Like it just blew up overnight.
How many did you have before?
I had like 700.
Wait, no, me followers.
No, on your old
700
account.
followers on this dead account.
No,
how many did I have on my on
the
Bunty King?
original.
OG Bunty King? 20 almost 23.5K.
Oh shit! So yeah, you're still
already halfway there.
Yeah. I mean, that is pretty good growth.
That is quick.
Like,
Yeah, over like the course of a day or two. That's good. But
I remember when I got suspended, I had 26,000. It took me so fucking long to get back. It took me so long. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yours was like the thing is that's the thing with the commentary community, right? Like it was like internet drama, whereas this is like racially charged drama.
Oh yeah,
this is like
heavy.
this. In a lot of ways, I feel like this is like something that I really want a lot of people to get in on because I don't want like it's not something I'm taking on my back. Like I'm taking this really seriously. Like I'm really pissed off that this happened, and it's not like it really isn't because of just like I lost my Twitter account. I mean, I really would like that handled back, but it's also the fact that like you can't just silence people like that. And like I wasn't like asking my followers to go and fucking fuck his shit up. I wasn't like saying anything crazy. Yeah. I was just being, I was being really silly. I was being me. I was being really silly and stupid. Like that's just me. I was being a comedian in a lot of ways. I was just making fun of him.
Yeah,
it's kind of the atmosphere Twitter has created though with their this whatever it is mass reporting leading to. I mean, you see all these bans all the time for people that I don't know don't deserve it. I would say, no, but I don't know. It's just it seems like they're getting more and more protective over, the way they fucking censor your tweets now. You have to hit show more to see anything with a swear in it, and
oh my god, I know that's so
fucking stupid. And it's like,
yeah, what is that?
You're kind of like on one edge. I'm like, listen, like you can't. How can you do this? How can you censor these people, or how can you ban someone for saying something that wasn't even that offensive? But in the end of the day, it's Twitter. They own the platform. They can fucking delete everyone's account if they wanted to, which is the thing that sucks. But it's like we're left with no choice. Like where are we gonna go? There's nowhere else to go. We love
that's
Twitter.
The
we
thing
use it all
is
the time.
people think the internet you can silence people. You can't. Like you could try, but you just can't silence anyone. Like,
and that's why I kind of like this whole how people have been rallying around Bunty, and I was his alt account has grown 10 grand in a couple of days, is because people see how outrageous it is, and they want to rally around this cause of like, listen, these people are having a Discord. This guy was getting served, and Bunty got fucking suspended for nothing, for like showing this guy, putting up a mirror and being like, yo, you're a fucking idiot. And now Bunty's the one that has to pay the penalty by losing, whatever this influence he's built up over several months in this Twitter account.
I wouldn't say I lost the influence, though.
No, I shouldn't say not the influence. You lost those followers, obviously, but But I think you certainly didn't lose the influence. I think you lost. I think you probably
gained influence.
I think you've gained a lot of new followers over the
Totally.
past several days. I've actually been reading some of your tweets where people are like, "I just found you through this, and I really love your shit, and I think you're great," and you're kind of taking it from there. So I think it's interesting, like you said.
It's funny because it'll do well for you in the long run.
Right, like you said, it ignited a fire.
Like
kind of,
him trying to silence you, like sprung a fire underneath it. And
yeah, it was like everything happens for a reason, right? Like everything happens for a reason.
Where'd you find him to begin with? Was it on the Philip DeFranco tweet?
Yeah, it was the Philip DeFranco.
Yeah.
Oh, before that, it was during the whole oh my god, the Cleveland shooter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Remember that? And then he was like,
the Facebook Live guy.
The Facebook Live guy. He tweeted some this guy Tariq tweeted some fucking loser shit, man. He's like, watch out, there's gonna be white supremacists out looking for black blood or something stupid like that.
Just turning it around
along those lines.
Instantly about white supremacy.
Yeah, those like white supremacists are going to be out looking for revenge. Watch out. He pretty much just like racially like motivated it. Just like he saw this opportunity to say something, and that's and like it's something that no normal person is thinking of at that time. No. Any normal person is thinking, guys, stay at home. There's a killer on the loose. You know, that's what a normal person's thinking. Or they're thinking, fuck this killer. Like, find this killer. That's what they're thinking, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
They're not thinking white supremacists are out on the lookout for other black folk. Like, that's what he was pretty much suggesting. You know? Well, he was suggesting that they're going to be looking for revenge or looking to find this person, but he was also maybe, I guess, suggesting that, like, white supremacists don't really know who the fuck they're, don't know how to differentiate, like, these people apart. You know what I mean?
I wonder if this guy has ever like come face to face with an actual white supremacist, like like a legit one.
That's what I mean. I'd like to see him in a debate or something. I don't know, like him versus fucking Milo Yiannopoulos. That'd be.
It feels like whenever he sees a white person who says anything, that like slightly goes against his opinions. He's like, oh, white supremacist.
Instantly white supremacist.
That's the reason why.
No, that's it. That's totally it. I mean, I want to fucking debate the guy.
Oh, my favorite thing too is
I would love to. I want to debate him in public. I want to like debate him in front of people.
He uses the acronym. I don't think he would, though. He uses the acronym SWS, which is suspected white supremacist. So he sends out all these tweets about like blah blah blah. Like look out for this suspected white supremacist on the news later. Like. So if you're not a full blown white supremacist, you're probably a suspected white supremacist. What the fuck are you talking about, dude?
That's just like saying, oh, I think you might be a racist, but I'm not sure. Everyone, he's a piece of shit though, because he might be. I don't know.
The white supremacist watch list.
Jesus Christ!
God damn it!
God. It's funny because he reminds me of like a guy who I used to be friends with in high school, and he was like so chill. He's black, but he was just, like so chill about everything. He had a bunch of friends who were white, and then he just randomly, I don't know what happened, but ever since I left high school, like I had him on Facebook, and he just turned into like this guy who blamed every white person for everything. Like anything that happened, it's because of white people. And he was never like that. Like, I don't know what happened, but something clicked in his mind where he just thinks every white person is scum. It's just like, okay, well, that's racism.
I think this all stems from like, people who had like who were dealt a bad hand or something, and they just want someone or something to blame for it, And it's just like white people are a really easy target for that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It sucks because I feel like the world, all that's going to happen is someone wants to be on top. That's why there's never going to be, peace. No one's.
I mean, it goes both ways, though. Like white people do the same shit.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
Yeah,
I'm not blaming any specific race. I'm saying in every case ever, there has to be a number one. There has to be someone on top.
It's stupid. It's like, I mean, I would say like don't. I hate when people say don't see color, don't see color. I say see color, like embrace color. But I think what people are doing, like this Talib guy, they see only black, That's they're like, okay, black is the only good color. Pretty much in his mind.
It's just they're just no different than because we like white supremacists, like white supremacy exists and it's bullshit. These people that think that whites are better than other people based on their skin color and their upbringing. But what he's doing is no different, just on the other side of the coin. Now, he just thinks he's an ethnic supremacist. He thinks that black people are better than everyone else, it seems like. And if you're not, I don't know, like if you don't completely agree with
But it's weird, though, because it is different. Because that white supremacists are on one side where they're like, we're better just because we're better. Whereas black supremacists are like, we've been oppressed, so we're trying to rise up to their level. But it is like the same type of mindset.
Yeah, it's not as much like black people are better because we're black. It's more white people are terrible because they're white.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Yeah. It's I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I
want to
Bunty
die again.
No, I'm here.
Okay, good. Just gotta make sure.
But along those same lines, I like. I know Tariq brought up something in that article about how, you were harassing Black Twitter, he said, right? Something like that.
He refers to himself as Black Twitter, and which
right.
I also
and
find to be very, pompous. Like, you're not...
It is.
I was talking to you fuckface. I don't give a fuck about anybody else there. Like, I don't care about... my problem isn't with your followers. They don't know any better. I'm talking about you, asshole. And then he's like...
That's what I mean.
Like,
just to call something Black Twitter in the first place, I don't... It just seems a little...
Well, yeah, Black Twitter's a thing that...
It is a
Black
thing.
Twitter, right? So
yeah.
it's the fucking... It's three... I can just... what I can picture of Black Twitter, that what personifies Black Twitter for me is 3 laughing while crying emojis. Like 3 That's Black Twitter for me.
That's
Black Twitter, dude.
It's also every
Twitter,
teenager ever on Instagram comments, though.
Oh, Jesus, man. It's so brutal. It's so brutal. Yeah. They always, follow it up, some snarky comment with 3 laughing.
An LMAO at the end every time.
It's like, shut the fuck up. Shut up, you fucking loser. What do you do? Like, your picture is you with a bathroom selfie. You probably just took a mean shit, you nasty person. Like, What are you doing? Dude, I woke up this morning to a fucking tweet from some fucking loser SJW. And it was one of my tweets where I said you love it.
I just thought that made me laugh.
No, that's what she was though. Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? She responds to one of my tweets where I said do not fucking mass report Tariq. I don't want his Twitter taken down. Like, it's not gonna be a good thing, right? I don't want his hateful, divisive ideologies just torn apart. That's what I want. So she responds. She says, "Thanks for this tweet. Thanks to this tweet, I'm not following Tariq Nasheed." Pretty much she was like, "Thanks," and I was like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "Does this girl even know?" Like, I'm like, first of all, it's a white girl. I'm like, "Does this person even know like what the fuck I'm talking about?" And so I was like, "Okay, lol." I'm like, "Well, maybe you'll." You'll enjoy it when he berates women for black women for sleeping with white men. And she's like, I think that's a fabrication or a crazy something. She said something really conceited, really fucking condescending, right? Yeah. And so I responded with an actual picture of his tweet calling black women bedwenches. Because and then she was like, oh, pretty much she was like, oh, and then it was still conceited afterwards. Like, she's so much contempt. These people have so much contempt. There's something wrong in their fucking brains. They don't function like normal humans. Like, all of us, we go on Twitter, and Twitter is literally an extension of ourselves. Like, it's like we're there and we're being us on Twitter. Mm-hmm. I really just feel like I'm me on Twitter. I'm exactly the same in real life. So for me, when I see these people, I'm like, these people can't fucking be real in real life. There's no fucking way that they leave their houses like this. There's no fucking way they leave their houses with this shit attitude.
I think they do.
They don't have the shelter of the internet.
Yeah, it's the internet. Yeah.
What was her name? You know what? I'm just gonna quickly read this out. I'm gonna quickly read this out.
Put her on blast. This random person.
It wasn't a random person. It's a fucking verified account, man.
Oh, really?
Of course
it was an actual verified account. It was
really?
So annoying. Yeah. What was her name? It was Kelly Ellis, all right? And I said, my original tweet is, do not mass support Tariq Nasheed. I don't want him suspended. I want his racist and hateful ideology humiliated, okay? Pretty solid tweet, pretty chill. And then she responds, she says, Kelly Ellis says, I just followed Tariq Nasheed as a result of this tweet. Thanks for the rec. I said, okay, LOL. I hope you enjoy seeing women berated for their choice in sexual partner. She says, that sounds like either a fabrication or a willful misinterpretation. I was like, whatever you say. And then I sent her a photo of Tariq's fucking tweet.
Picture.
All of these female, quote unquote, people of color, who get into cosplay are really undercover bedwenches, and they're getting wake-up calls.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Jesus Christ!
What the hell?
Yeah, she was a loser, man. And then she proceeded to block me. I didn't even actually. You know what? I didn't say one bad thing to her. By the way, I did not say one bad. I said, yeah, that's it. I'm all about being an ally to people, and I'm really here to kind of just bridge the divide, make people include people. I want to include people, and then and I said thanks for talking, and then she proceeded to block everyone that followed me.
Yeah,
these people are fucked up, man. No, they're fucked up. There's something wrong with their brains, man.
That's what sucks about the internet is people if anybody counters their argument and actually makes sense of their counter argument, all they have to do is block them and be like, "Well, I'm still right. I'm still right." That happens so fucking much. It's so annoying because
I remember
they're not
there was
talking to
this,
you face to face. So
There's this one girl that tweeted at me the other day, and she said something like, "Oh, I remember I tweeted something that said, I'm in the beginning stages of writing like a comedy screenplay for, I don't know, like some sort of show that I would like to turn into something later, and just spit it out there, just whatever." And she responds to that. She's like, "I wouldn't bother. You're not funny or well spoken." I'm like, "Oh well, thanks." Like
Wow,
that's really uplifting, awesome. And then I was like, and then I quote tweeted her and I said something like, I said, "Imagine if whenever you received a message like this, you gave up, and no one would ever achieve anything." And then she responds to that and she says something like, "Well, it's too bad because now we have people making trash content like you and Leafy is here." And I'm like,
Oh yeah.
fuck. And then the funniest part is that I went to her profile just because I was like, wow, she's like really trolling on me hard. So I went to her profile and she was following me, which is weird. And then I went to her liked tweets, and she had so many tweets from me that she liked. Like, oh my god, it was so weird. It's like, what? Do you have bipolar or something?
Yeah, I get a lot of that shit, like especially on YouTube. Like,
do you remember her name by any chance?
Comments, but I do because I like reading the good shit. But like, there's people who legitimately are subscribed to me just so they could talk shit on my videos like, every time I upload.
Yeah,
I could tell because I read all, like, especially right off the bat when I upload my video. I always love to read my comments right off the bat. There's always those same people that's just like, they dislike the video right off the bat, and then they just leave like some shit comment like, "Oh my god, can you please stop making videos? This is fucking garbage," and just shit like that.
Yeah.
It's just like, what? Okay, because me watching YouTube for a while, I have never once, okay, maybe I've disliked a video. Maybe, I don't know. I don't think I've ever disliked a video, and I've never left a comment if I didn't like the video. And
I've totally disliked videos.
Yeah,
but I disliked the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare trailer. Like I disliked that.
Yeah,
that was the meme. That was the meme, right?
I feel like that's different. That's different,
Yeah.
though. I mean, like going to someone who's like, say, like 50 to 100,000 subscribers, or even a big YouTuber. I don't know. I don't get leaving a negative comment just saying this video's terrible. I disliked this. It's just like, what? Who goes out of their way to spend time to just type a message saying you didn't like something?
A lot of people, believe it or not.
That's
a lot of people.
That's it. I agree. I don't understand that either.
I love constructive criticism though. Like when someone comes to my video and they're like, this, like I've had people say that they're like, constructive criticism. I think maybe you shouldn't have had the background music because it was distracting. I'm like, thank you. That's like an awesome comment. Yeah. Is then
or like if they say I get a couple people say like my audio levels were off at some points. It's like, well, thank you. I'll check that next time or something like that.
Yeah, exactly, right. But it's just these trolls who, I call them trolls because that's pretty much what they're doing. I mean, even if they are being genuine with their comments, it's like it's not helpful at all. It's like, what are you trying to do? Just make me feel bad? I mean, it doesn't really affect me anymore just because I've been on the platform for so long. But it's like, you read that shit and you're like, why?
Yeah. At this point, like, it doesn't affect me. I just always ask the question of why. Yeah. It's like, why does it matter so much?
Professional shade throwers, man. That's the internet. People just fucking live to throw shade. Most of the time, it's 99 times out of 100, it's people that don't make content themselves. They just live online to tear down other people. I think the same reason that, kind of the same human aspect of people that like to put down and bully other people. I think it makes them, in a small amount, make them feel better about themselves when they put down somebody else that's trying to create or making something from scratch. It's a weird fucking human condition, but I feel like a lot of people have it. And the internet just kind of exacerbates that and makes it a lot easier to just be a cunt for no reason. And
the internet has kind of given rise to this idea, like this everybody's fucking opinionated. Literally every single person on the internet is opinionated, and they have to have their opinions be known. And I know that we're kind of like the kings of that, right? Because we're in the commentary community.
Yeah. It's not only are they opinioninated, but everyone thinks their opinion matters.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, but then then they spin that around on us and they say, "Well, how's your opinion matter?" And like, it's hard to really kind of come at that. I guess I just at this point I
See,
just don't care anymore. I don't
yeah,
care.
right.
Like if someone tells me
That's
like
kinda how I am.
why does my opinion matter? Like, well, because so many people follow, like a bunch of people are following me, man. That's why it matters. Like,
See, I always see it as like my opinion really doesn't matter, but like to some people it matters. To you it might not matter. Like it's like a subjective thing, but to other people it matters, and also it's entertainment at the same time.
Right.
You know, it's not just me like saying what I'm thinking. Like we're also doing it in an entertaining fashion, or people might just like our personality or something like that. You know.
Yeah.
Right.
Along those same lines, I think it's people that think that their opinion is the only truth, and that if you don't share that opinion, then you're a fucking moron.
Yeah.
it's
I
like
know what
Tariq,
you
like
mean.
Tariq Nasheed.
That's exactly
like Tariq
right.
Nasheed. You know what
Like
he
our
just said?
opinion's truth.
I'll just tell you what he just said. There's because some of my like buddies are watching his shit, and she says what did she say? She said he just said that steroids were created so that white men could compete with melanated men.
That's what Tariq just said in his live stream.
Yeah.
God
Wow.
damn.
And apparently he debated Richard Spencer, and then Richard Spencer like trolled him and said that the OK symbol is a the OK symbol is a fucking
White supremacy.
white supremacy symbol. Yeah.
Wait, he debated
is
live
that
with
what that's
Richard
from?
Spencer?
Yeah, he debated with him on April 30th.
That's
Interesting.
madness.
Yeah.
That would be
People are insane.
something to listen to. Yeah.
Yeah. That's just what I've just come to that conclusion a while ago. Is people are just stupid, and that's just how it is. It's not much we can do about it.
Some
Life's
people
just
are
a
really fucking stupid, and I even made in my my newest video I made on that creep Austin Jones.
Yeah.
I mentioned how like kids are,
God.
well, yeah. I guess for those like the two of you that don't know, Austin Jones is a child predator. Philip DeFranco made that
YouTube
pretty well known.
influencer turned child predator. Fucking
Yeah,
I
mentioned
that whole thing
I mentioned in the
pisses me off.
video that the kids are, you know, they're impressionable, and that they'll and if you're like a huge celebrity, I don't want to say huge celebrity because you're YouTubers, but
it's a YouTube.
you know what I mean. Like
influencer,
to
yeah.
kids, you might be, and they might see your stuff and be like, oh my god, and they might do anything to please you. And in this case, they did. And I mentioned how I mentioned how you can fucking make kids do anything you want. Depending on the circumstances. And then someone commented, they're like, dude, kids are not all kids are retarded. Some are
It's not
pretty
that they're
rational human
retarded.
beings.
No,
and I respond
not
to that.
all
I'm like,
kids are.
you clearly haven't seen the comments on my Jake Paul video.
Well, it's not even that. It's not that kids are dumb or anything. It's just kids. Oh, I mean, a lot of kids are dumb, but you know, kids are easy to manipulate. You can convince kids; they're way more gullible. They can believe stuff a lot more than you know a person with a fully developed brain, because that's just science.
Right.
That's
Not
just
only
what
that,
it
but they're
is.
disproportionately more. Like they just are disproportionately more head over heels for anybody that has any sort of social clout, whether it's a musician, a YouTuber. There's like this, you know, like I look up to certain people online that are creators, but I'm a fucking grown man. Like I get that they're just fucking another normal person that happened to grow a following or sung a cool song and got famous doing that. But like these kids, they look up to these YouTubers
look at
now
them like
because
gods,
YouTubers are like the
basically.
new famous people, and it's like they're these absolute messiahs coming down from heaven and would do anything to be in their good grace, or would do anything to be able to talk to them or show them their admiration. And when fucking someone like Austin Jones knows this and takes advantage of that in a sexually explicit manner with younger children, like, I mean, you could fucking hang that bitch from the gallows. I wouldn't even give a fuck.
I would
just
throw
me.
fucking fruit at his corpse.
You
Fuck that
fucking
guy.
manipulative
That's why
cunt.
the whole quote unquote love is love thing pisses me off. It's just
Yeah.
like because in every aspect
Are
of
those
pedophilia,
the pedophilia
it's not
sympathizers
love.
you're talking about?
It's sexual preference. Like I will tell that to it's not fucking love. They don't love little kids. They want to have sex with little kids.
So fucked
like
up.
it's not that hard, people. Like that whole because I've had people I've seen, you know, those videos of people defending pedophiles and shit. It's like, sure, they can't help it, but don't have sex with kids. Like
Pretty black and white, really. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's fucking retarded. Like, there's people who are serial killers. It's like, oh, we're supposed to just be like, oh, they can't help it. They just want to kill people. I mean, that's kind of an extreme representation, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. That's just what they like.
Yeah.
There's this whole thing about the whole thing about them like normalizing pedophilia is really fucked up, and it's a real thing.
Oh, no, yeah, I know. Legit. I covered some of that in my video. It's so messed up. Like there are people who are like, who are making videos saying shit like, oh well, pedophiles are just people. You know, they can't help who they love. They can't help it. It's like sometimes they know it's wrong. They know it's wrong.
If they know it's wrong, why the fuck are they doing it?
It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
Well, their argument is that like they know it's wrong and it's just something that they can't help. That's just who they're attracted to, and you know some of them are virtuous pedophiles, and they don't act on their urges. And
see, that's what pisses me off is people keep saying it's love. It's not. It's they want to fuck kids. It's not love. Like I get that. That's everybody's excuse. Every time it's like love is love. They just want to love little. They just want to fall in love with a little baby boy
with their penis in it.
No, they fucking don't. No, they fucking don't. Shut up. Oh my god. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, it's bait. It's really bait. Yeah.
From Tariq Nasheed to pedophiles.
Tariq Nasheed is taking calls right now.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, no. Like wait, is this live stream like you're watching it right now?
It's his live stream right now.
How
about we just take turns making calls to him?
Wait, what?
On the podcast.
Are you serious?
Dude, Tariq Nasheed?
Tariq Nasheed?
Yeah, Tariq Nasheed, yeah.
Wait, is he on Twitch or where is he?
He's on Ustream right now. He's on Ustream.
What the fuck is Ustream?
Yeah,
I didn't even know that existed.
No, I don't know what it is. It's some fucking ghetto ass thing. Like the moment I turned it on, it was like turn on Flash Player. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what's going on here?
You need a Flash
when it's Flash Player, it's like, okay, where the fuck am I?
Yeah, I know. It was like weird because like I mean I'm able to watch YouTube videos. I'm able to go to YouTube live videos. I'm able to watch Twitch, but it never asked me to turn on my fucking Flash Player for that shit.
That's when you know you're in the wrong place.
Yeah, I was like, what is this ghetto fucking place that he's at, man? But yeah, no, dude, he's like he had like 1,500 people watching him, 1,600 people watching him.
1,000. Oh my god.
On you now?
Not deserved.
Yeah, but I mean he's getting
dude?
it. I don't know how many people are hate watching or anything like that, but yeah, that's just it.
No, probably yeah.
Wow.
So after this recording, I'm gonna fucking call him.
Yeah, you should do it right now. Just go for it. It'd be funny to record it.
Yeah, if you want to, yeah.
If it picks, you could probably get put on hold or some gay shit.
On Twitter, on the channel, so we could listen to it.
Hold on.
Oh, put it on speakerphone if you do.
Well, I can just go.
No, I'll put it on speakerphone.
Yeah. Okay, all right.
This is gonna be so stupid.
1,000 viewers, dude. This guy's a clown.
What the fuck? 61 people just burned to death in Portugal?
Fucking user's busy.
Of course, you're going to get it. It's like...
Well, okay, while it's busy, what did you say, Jimmy?
Onision tweeted 3 hours ago, 61 people just burned to death in Portugal, but you're talking about a far less tragic story because Portugal fire deaths aren't edgy.
Oh God! Of course it wasn't just about it. It had to be him demeaning somebody, not caring about something.
There's always a but.
I know.
There's always a but. Oh
it's
my
like
God.
You couldn't just mention it. Be like holy shit, this happened in Portugal. Like that really sucks. Like you can just end it there.
You're mad this celebrity died, but 10,000 people die every day from cancer. You inconsiderate shut the fuck up, dude.
Shut up.
He's another one. I'd like to put Austin Jones, Tariq Nasheed, and Onision in a fucking 1987 Volvo station wagon and throw a fucking napalm bomb through the window.
That's so specific.
Just fucking cook cook a fucking marshmallow and make us some more and fucking beat off while I'm eating it. Sorry,
beat off with the marshmallow.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe I don't have to beat off, but you get the picture.
My God. So the lines are busy?
Yeah, the lines are busy.
Fucking clown.
Fuck. Well, do you guys got anything else you want to talk about before we end this?
Listen, Bunty, going forward, so you're waiting on the appeal for your Twitter account, obviously. I mean, at this point, it would be nice to have back, but I think that if the worst case scenario, if they don't give it back to you for some reason, I think you're going to be up to full steam in no time. And
I know, but it's not about that. It's about the fucking handle. It's about the brand.
No,
like,
it is.
You're
right.
Mr. Bunty King alt on my
You're
fucking
right. You're right.
business card.
You're
You
absolutely
think
right.
I like the TV on my alt, dude?
It's
Fuck
better
that.
than alt, man. TV is like chill, right? 'Cause
You can
TV is
change
like
it to
You
LTE.
can
TV.
change
Yeah.
it, dude. Yeah.
Wait,
Mr.
do you
Bunty
not
King
have...
TV, Mr. Bunty King TV.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
you can
what's
It
wrong
change
works
with
better
anything
for you
want.
because you have that
Yeah.
TV thing on
Be
your
with the
Bunty
TV
bits.
crew. Be with the
BK,
TV crew.
maybe I should do BK TV.
Oh, that could
good.
work.
I like
that could
that.
work.
I
Ooh.
like that. That's spicy.
That is a little spicy.
Ooh.
Yeah. It is spicy. It is spicy. But all these people are like tweeting at him, Mr. Bunty King alt, and like I wonder if it'll like change, if it'll like follow through.
No, it does. It changes.
I-
It changes for everybody else. Like as long as
Yeah,
it's the
it
same
does.
account and you change your @ like it will change for them too. So
So if they tweeted at me like with Mr. Bunty King alt, it would actually just be like,
Really? It
Well,
changes it?
No,
not if they
it,
manually tweeted it, but like if they hit a reply to you or
it would auto go. To,
Oh yeah,
oh,
replies. and
but
stuff,
it would
yeah.
redirect. It would redirect though, right?
Yeah.
So I'm tapped on it.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Interesting. That's cool. So what any last words? I guess Tariq Nasheed is a racist.
yes.
And my Twitter account was suspended wrongfully, and I really hope that people, come up and really start talking about it, because this guy is on the loose. Like, he's on the loose on Twitter, and he's just able to reach out to people, and he's able to get the disenfranchised and twist their fears around and turn them into monsters.
Yeah.
And it's
Verified
it's the same
user.
thing that Richard Spencer is doing. It's the same thing that Richard Spencer is doing, but Richard Spencer has nowhere near as much clout, I would say, as this guy does. Nowhere near.
Which is
Yeah.
insane to me. Yeah, verified, almost 200,000 Twitter followers, just spewing hate, brainwashing people, and completely.
Is
Completely
Twitter
erratic.
his main platform?
I think it's got to be, yeah, because he's got about 87,000 subscribers on YouTube, and then he's got a website which looks like it was made with HTML2 in 1987. Fucking
It
loser,
does
dude.
look like that too.
It looks like an Angel
It
Fire
wouldn't.
website.
I
Isn't that
couldn't
shit?
even open it on mobile, dude. It like doesn't know what a cell phone is.
A GeoCities website. That's what it is. A GeoCities website. That's what it is.
It's like, bro,
GeoCities thing going on there.
step it up.
Oh,
But that's where you
he's
can.
such a peasant.
That's where you can buy his fucking book on how to get girls.
Oh, he's the worst, man.
Hell yeah,
I would,
make
I
sure
would
to buy
never
that
take
book.
girl advice from that
damn
fucking faggot.
I wonder what it says. Like all those books on how to get girls. Like I wonder. I'm always curious of what they say, because I bet it's just generic bullshit.
Like it has to be.
like-
Have
it's
confidence
always
and
generic
don't do
bullshit.
this. It's like-
They'll go on for like 50 pages, but really all they're saying is go talk to her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Be confident and go talk to her.
You got to get
Magic.
motivation.
I know.
It's got to be smooth,
Yeah.
and you'll get her, man. You'll get her. Shut the fuck up.
Hey, I gotta thank you, Bunty, because you gave pretty much everyone in the commentary community some good cannon fodder with this guy.
I really hope that you guys run with it, man. Like, this guy's got so much material for everyone in the commentary community. So much.
yeah.
Go to his YouTube. It's a fucking gold mine.
It is.
Yeah.
And
I
his
was
tweets are a
browsing
gold
through it
mine. He's just a
yesterday.
disgusting person. Like, I like, he just needs to be ridiculed to no extent. Like, to the point where it's literally, he's just a broken meme.
It's weird because I haven't seen anything about this guy, like not even through the skeptic community.
I know.
I
which is
have
crazy.
off and on the past
I feel
couple
like
months. I don't know who it's through, but I
from
know
the shit
Bamman
he's
Boy
been doing.
got into it with him a little bit, but I've seen him off and on in my timeline, and I don't know how. But
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just this fucking guy. He's
Yeah.
just this fucking shit guy. I hope he comes to VidCon.
imagine.
He comes to VidCon.
He
That'd
won't.
be
There's too many
hilarious.
whites. Too many whites at VidCon. Too many whites.
That's true.
You couldn't
Yeah.
handle it.
He'll get
They'll just
cooties.
be talking shit about how many there are.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Compton was the birthplace of NASA, according to him.
Oh yeah.
Compton was the birthplace of NASA.
Everything's a
What?
conspiracy theory.
Yeah,
dude.
and according to him, Inglewood was the birthplace of Abraham Lincoln.
Makes
I'm
sense.
done.
Abraham Lincoln
Oh
was
my
born
God.
in Inglewood, and Abraham Lincoln was a black man disguised as a white man to free the slaves.
And they invented electricity in Africa.
Yes, and
done.
and
I'm
also
done.
the first man on the moon was a African man in the 19th century who took a balloon and went there.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
And
that's like
that's what he
flat.
did.
That's like flat Earth
Wait,
status right there. That's fucking.
No,
we're
is that legit?
memeing. We're memeing.
No,
You got
he did it really, really quickly. No, I'm totally memeing right now. By the
Yeah,
way,
yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
making
That's
things up.
what I thought.
I'm just making up alternate history facts from Tariq Nasheed.
Thank you, Christ.
No,
That's so
alternate
hilarious.
history facts.
I was
Alternate history facts. Tariq Nasheed. You know, if you
took a balloon.
you know, yeah, I don't know. There's other ones. There's other alternate history facts that I'm pretty sure that I can think of right now that Tariq Nasheed would say. He would say something along the lines of, "Sunglasses are coolest on black men." Sunglasses are coolest on
history,
black
that
men.
all history.
Yeah, he's like
God
sunglasses. Oh man,
Well-
I just.
Well,
my
thank
God.
you guys for watching this episode of Hot Wet Soup. Any last minute plugs? Anybody's got?
Go follow Bunty King Alt on Twitter.
Yes, make sure to follow Bunty.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah,
and
thanks for
subscribe.
coming on,
At-
and
Thanks for coming
really
on,
appreciate
and,
it.
Thanks. At Mr. Bunty King Alt. Just man.
Yes.
Or Mr. at BKTV. We don't know yet.
Well, maybe
Might
eventually.
change it.
We'll see.
Might change, it's true.
So be
It's
ready.
true.
All right.
true.
Well, thank you guys. I really have to pee, so I'll see you in the next episode.
All right, guys.
All right, peace.
See you later.